Shit. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Sage Spin Show. Right now you're listening to some heavy K and Mondly. This is from South Africa. Welcome to the Sage Spin Show, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe. Shit. Make sure y'all follow the Sage Spin Show official playlist on Spotify. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, follow Sage. Also the Sage Spin on Facebook. Yeah. Talking about like dope music, all right. That South African sound, that's that Africa motherland music. So shouts to Heavy K and Mondly. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this man's name right, but yo, you got a dope voice, man. Mondli. His last name I'm not even gonna try to pronounce because I know I'm going, well, you know, NGCOBO. Okay, I should show y'all my Spotify screen. Matter of fact, let me show you my Spotify screen so you guys can actually see the song and the name of the artist, because you know some of y'all might like it and y'all might want to follow the individual. All right, so let me do that real quick right here. All right, share screen, Spotify. While I'm trying to share the screen, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's free. All right. Once again, it's free. Ain't nothing for you to subscribe to the channel. So, and also comment, man. Leave a comment. Share to your Facebook pages and all that. You know, this is how my channel's gonna grow. Right now, my channel's a baby. All right. I know y'all. They got cats out there with 100 grand. They got cats out there with 2-3 million. I'm not worried about that. But it's a baby right now. My little 32 subscribers, 31, whatever it is. We're gonna make it do what it do and grow. But here's my screen for my Spotify, right? This is Heavy K. The name of the song, I don't even want to pronounce the name of the song, but the lyrics is basically about becoming you know what I'm saying, liberated, you know. And Mondley, dope artist. His last name, it looked like it's Kobo, cause you know. It looked like it's Kobo, cause you know the NG in the language, the English language, it really is just NG. So is the NG silent? But it doesn't matter, man. Dope music, man. Make sure y'all follow them. Shout outs to these artists out there in South Africa. You'll be hearing more South African music. You know, I know YouTube gonna flag me, but at the end of the day, it's all about me just doing it the way I want to do it. All right. Soon I'm gonna have my own live platform where it won't be a problem. But that's what's up. I hope y'all subscribe, man, to the channel, and I hope y'all are enjoying the show and the previous shows that I broadcast. All right. I hope that y'all enjoying the previous shows that I broadcast and all the videos that we upload. I try to make my YouTube channel into a vlog, like it's like an actual, you know, vlog where I upload other videos and, you know, use the description to actually give my point of view or talk about it. You know, sometimes it doesn't always have to be a live or actual video. I can actually just, you know, that I'm on, but I can actually just write text or an article or a piece, an actual description that gives my point of view of what, you know, that I'm talking about, or whatever's in the video. All right. So I just want to say happy Saturday, man. Y'all maintaining out there on the Saturday. I know it's government shutdown day number what? I don't even know, man. I lost track. I think it was day number 20 about 2-3 days ago. So we're probably going on day number 20 something. But all I know is right now, this is the longest shutdown in government history, according to some of the sources like BBC News, also CNN. This is the longest government shutdown we've ever had. Matter of fact, let me get to an article. Okay, let me get to an article and read an article that has to do with the government shutdown at the moment, and the length of the government shutdown. I think the most recent government shutdown, no, the longest, I'm sorry, the longest government shutdown was 1995. Okay, with the Clintons. Okay, and obviously, you know, they're gonna ask the Clintons how do they feel about the government shutdown being the longest in history. So it was actually the longest a day ago. So we most likely yesterday. Let's just say yesterday. All right. Give me a second. I'm actually pulling up the video right now. I'm going to play a video. I hope it doesn't play a commercial, man, because they be playing commercials, man, all the time right before I play the video. So let me screen that first before I even play it. But see, told you, they playing them, man. But so basically, the shutdown is the longest shutdown in history. All right, and according to the text right here on CNBC, it says the U.S. government shutdown is now tied with the longest on record. Tied. That was yesterday as of 3 p.m. So I'm guessing today at 3 p.m. makes it the longest. So, um, so we're looking at 800,000 employees are not working, are working or not getting paid, even if they're working. Okay, so basically we're looking at a lot of people not getting paid. That's a lot of folks. That's a lot of homes. That's a lot of individuals that need to be fed. You know, and that need funds. I actually had a story that was on our website, but I read a story on Raw Story about a young lady. You know, she's not a young lady, of course, but a woman, and she lost her home and everything due to the government shutdown. She got evicted, and this is bad. You know, this is when the government shutdown going for this length becomes bad to when it affects people that are hardworking people, and they want to do is earn a living to maintain their life. And then when you look at what happened in Miami yesterday, Miami actually shut down partial of the terminals. Okay, 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure the audio is good. Okay, so Miami shut down partial of the airport because employees didn't show up. They didn't show up for a couple of days, and you know, I know my Zoes, man. My Zoes don't play that. You talking about you not paying them, they moving on. So I don't know. You know, my island folks, Caribbean folks, the same way. You know, Jamaicans, and they ain't playing, man. They like, yo, you ain't paying me, I'm gonna get another job. You know, but because that's who make up most of the actual Miami International Airport. If you come to Miami International Airport, a lot of the people that work there are from the Caribbean, you know, the islands, whether if it's Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, it doesn't matter. A lot of them are from, you know, that area, the Caribbeans, and yeah, man, they're not showing up. So we have some problems here. Maybe this end up being a trend to where all the TSAs just don't work. You know, there's so many memes. We even have a video on our page right now. You can go actually look at that video. There's so many memes and videos just making fun of what's going on regarding the TSA. You know, they just quitting their jobs and not showing up, and you got people out here making memes and videos that's real funny, man. At the same time, I'm not gonna lie, it's funny, man. Because this government shutdown, I know Trump won his wall, but it's not worth it because 800,000 people need to be fed. They need their paychecks, okay? And that's definitely going to affect the economy in a bad way. But it looks like Trump doesn't give a damn. We'll see what happens, man, with this particular situation. So, yeah. So, we're talking about the government shutdown, right? I want to let y'all know that even if this goes on for any longer, just maintain. It's a dysfunction. A lot of bad things are going on right now. There's some good things going on as well, but there's a divide in the country right now, and we just have to you know. I will also, you can't say the cliche. I would say the cliche thing like patience is a virtue, but you know, sometimes in situations like this, you can't be patient because you have 800,000 people that can't pay bills and that can't pay rent and that can't pay car notes and stuff like that. So a lot of people are suffering, not just the American people, but the corporations and everything. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much all I've really, you know, got. Now, what I did have a question, or I do have a question. And it looked like there's a video right here that might answer my question, but I'm going to play it just in case. But let me play this video first of the U.S. government. But the question I have is will they hold on tax refunds? And it looked like this video might explain that. But let me play this video first before I play the other video. Okay, as you can see, right, with this video, it shows you some of the details regarding the shutdown and the historic milestone. I don't even know if you want to call that a milestone, because a government shutdown is a bad thing. But the tax refund question was answered. I could play the video, but what I'm going to do before I play the tax refund video, okay, because a lot of people on social media going crazy right now about the government shutdown, making all types of memes right now regarding tax refunds not being issued. Folks are panicking. People look like they selling stuff at the pawn shop. All types of stuff is going, man. We're going to play that video. But what I want to do is go into this video where Trump, this is the government shutdown, okay? We're talking about here. And Trump says he did say he's prepared for a shutdown to go on for years. Let me say that again. He's prepared for the shutdown to go on for years. I don't think y'all really heard me, man, because Trump walked out of the actual meeting with the Democrats just a couple days ago, after passing out candy to the Democrats. I think the Democrats took that some type of way, okay? Because I would have took that some type of way. Don't be coming up in here giving me no candy and we're having a meeting about a shutdown. What you trying to say, Donald Trump? But hey, Donald Trump's a character, man. But he's prepared for a shutdown for as long as possible, right? Let me get to this video and play this video real quick where Donald Trump talks about we are on path on getting government open. He said something else. Okay, I'm gonna get to that video. It's actually getting ready to play right now. Just give me a moment. You know, I gotta let the commercials pass, because every website gotta make their money, and let the commercials play. All right, so all right, give me a second here. So before I go on to the video, y'all know what y'all gotta do, man. Y'all have to subscribe. You have to subscribe. This is just like my platform. My podcast is going to be informative, very, very informative. At the same time, you know, fun, informative, funny. I'm not here to bash black women, bash black men. I'm not here. This is not a racist podcast. This is not a I hate these type. Look, this is an informative podcast. Only thing I will bring to the table is facts. Facts with references, sources, and etc. All right. The reason why I say is this because some of the things that I talk about may seem like it's racist, but it's really not. Or it may seem like it's a little offensive when all I'm doing is just bringing out facts. Okay. I will sometimes give my opinion to a certain extent, but most of the things here, I'm just going to display facts and I will discuss in the comments. But, and I'll be, you know, a little comic at times. But let's get into this video because I want y'all to watch the video and we're going to talk about it right after. But subscribe to the channel, share, like. It's the only way we're going to grow. And this is different. A lot of people tell me to keep doing this because we need more of it. I actually had a huge congregation at Thanksgiving with family members, and there was like, your voice need to be heard with some of the stuff and the way you put it together. But let me stop rambling.
Speaker Pelosi's was contentious.
All right, let me rewind it real quick. He also said,
you said in the meeting, this is contentious.
Hey, Donald Trump, they got a huge press conference right here. All right. A huge press conference right here, and Donald Trump is just
came out and said that the meeting from his point of view and Speaker Pelosi's was contentious. He also said, you said in the meeting, this is him quoting you, I just want to check, that the shutdown could go on for months or even a year or longer. Did you say that? And is that your...
I did.
Donald Trump didn't even wait for him to finish the question to say he did. Now, some things that I'm okay with Donald Trump that he has passed, like bills and stuff he signed. but some I'm not okay with. I'm not okay with the shutdown going on for a year or even longer. But let him finish.
Is that your assessment of where we are?
That. Absolutely, I said that. I don't think it will, but I am prepared, and I think I can speak for Republicans in the House and Republicans in the Senate. They feel very strongly about having a safe country, having a border that makes sense. Without borders, I've said it many times, we don't have a country. I hope it doesn't go on even beyond a few more days. It really could open very quickly. I told them that bring who you want. We have 3 people. You can ideally bring 3, but you can bring 6, you can bring 9, you can bring 12. And they're going to be working over the weekend. I think it may have been somewhat contentious, but I think it was very productive. I have to say that. And I think he said that, too.
What was the productive part from your point of view, Mr. President? Did the Democrats move at all in your direction on funding of a border barrier?
Well, I don't want to get into that because I don't want to put them in a position.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this, man. I was scrolling down on Facebook after watching a video, and next thing you know, I saw a post from somebody's page where they said, most of our illegal immigrants come into America via airplane. He was like, why don't we build a roof over America? That's some comedy right there. Just some comedy right there. But let me get to it.
Position where they have to justify anything to a lot of the people that they have to make happy. We want to save lives. We want children to be safe. The children are being decimated. And I'm not talking about necessarily children in our country. I'm talking about wonderful children that are coming up from other places, whether it's Honduras or Guatemala or El Salvador or Mexico or other places. And we have to take care of those children also. We can't let them die on the way up. What's happening to women on those caravans, you're not talking about it, but it's horrible what's happening. If they know it's not going to take place because they can't get through because we have a great border wall or fence or barrier, they're not going to come up and you're not going to have the problem. At the same time, they can apply to come into our country legally like so many people have done. And we need people, Major. We have to have people because we have all these companies coming in. We need great people, but we want them to come in on a merit basis, and they have to come in on a merit basis. They can't come in the way they've been coming in for years. I get calls from the great tech companies, and they're saying, we don't allow people at the top of their class at the best schools in the country, we don't allow them to stay in our country. So they end up going back to China and Japan and so many other countries all over the world, and we don't keep them. They get educated at our finest schools, and then we don't allow them through a various set of circumstances to have any guarantees of staying. So we lose out on great minds. We can't do that. We have companies that if we don't change that, and we're working on that, and we discussed that with the Democrats, and I think they agree. We're working on that. But we don't want to lose our great companies because we have a ridiculous policy that we won't accept smart people. So call it politically correct or not. But we have to let these great, brilliant companies have the smartest people in the world.
Okay. As you can see right there, right? Donald Trump basically goes on and talks about that he's prepared for the shutdown to go on a year if possible or if needed. I mean, what if this happens? What happens? Like, because a lot of people don't want that wall. So it's either give him the wall or we have a year or 6 months or even 3 months of a government shutdown and people out here, 800,000 people out here starving, but not just 800,000 because those 800,000 easily could be 1.5 million, maybe even 2 million because households that they may take care of, people in the household that they take care of. So this government shutdown cannot go any longer than another week or two. Just if he wants the wall, give him a wall. Most of the immigrants come in through the airplane anyways. Okay, and unless we're gonna build a roof, or unless we're going to have, you know, the Truman Show type structure built around America, immigrants are still gonna be coming in here. Okay, so but I guess they're gonna put more security measures at that, you know, in that area as well. But that's the news with the government shutdown. Let me get to this video real quick about the I hope a commercial doesn't play. Look, man, commercial plays, man. Yo, every video is a commercial, and I don't blame them, because I have a platform as well. I do the same thing. I'm trying to make bread. Every time somebody drop on a video or an article, I'm trying to make money. Facts. Okay, so while this commercial is playing, ladies and gentlemen, once again, subscribe to the channel. It's free, gratis. It's free. It don't cost you a thing to just subscribe. You know, hit the bell so you can know when I'm going live. That's about it, man. But the video's about to play right now. This is tax refunds, all right?
Will send out tax refunds despite the government shutdown. That is being attributed to the acting director of the Office of Management and Budget. Now, as you know, that has been one of the big concerns in this government shutdown, that the IRS would not be able to send out those refunds, and people would be losing out on potentially hundreds of millions of dollars that would be delayed. But now OMB saying that the refunds will be issued even if the government shutdown is ongoing. Back over to you.
Okay, Ilan, thank you very much for that. And what about the latest on the broader question of where we stand on the shutdown following the president's announcement that he'll be making a primetime address? Does that increase or change people's expectations of how quickly this could be resolved?
Well, we'll have to see exactly what he says, Wilfred. I think that
Trump
right
said
now,
a
those
year.
sides
Hey, I don't even got to play the rest. Trump said he don't care, man. If it takes a year, he riding out with it. But guess what? Folks, don't worry about it. Your taxes will be returned and refunded this year. But the thing about it is how long will it take to get to us because of this government shutdown? Because I'm assuming people at the postal office is included in that 800,000. I'm not sure. Do not quote me on that. The USPS, because I believe the USPS recently became a private company versus a government or whatever operating company. So, but yeah, hey, just know that your taxes is coming, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be able to get your taxes, man. So go file your taxes, get your W-2s, get your tax outfit on, or ready and prep. Put it in the closet, cause some of y'all be doing that. Y'all be having your tax outfit, talking about this is what I'm gonna wear for tax day when I go get my taxes done, and then this is what you gonna wear when you go pick up your taxes. Yeah, y'all folks out there be doing that, man. I just don't. That's not me though. Okay. So at least that's good news right there. Besides the government shutdown, so we know right now, TSA, and certain parts of the government, 800,000 people are not being compensated for their work, or they're just not working at all right now. Just like some of the folks right here in Florida. Miami was rated the rudest city in the nation for the past 2 years. Okay, I was shocked myself. I thought it was New York. Okay, New York's actually number 2. And it's an article you can find anywhere. Just type in the rudest city in the nation. Miami's number 1. Okay, and that's facts. I'm from Miami. People don't like to say hi. Number one thing, how you know Miami is the rudest city, we have this thing called I'm not friendly. We've been doing this I'm not friendly thing since elementary. And we have people that have this I'm not friendly virus or operating system, just like your operating system on your phone and the operating system on your Android, your iPhone, the iOS, and then you got the Android, whatever it is right now. Yeah, some of y'all operate with this in your system. I'm not friendly. You got, then it becomes part of your DNA and part of your attitude, your walk, your talk, your face. Some people, we don't even say hi to each other here. We don't say good morning. You know, I went to Georgia. You know, people in Georgia, they saying hi, good morning. I don't even know you. They saying that. Miami, we not like that. Okay, it's a lot of division there too. You know, so at the end of the day, that's something we need to work on as a community. Okay, but this new generation, they're not really on that. But the thing about it is the household, the parent that fathers or mothers, those children that's out right now in school, came and grew up on that I'm not friendly attitude or that era. So best believe some of those are instilled or installed, like a software installed into their mind. Okay, but so we just have to redevelop the way we think about the I'm not friendly thing. We have to really start working together here in South Florida, especially when it comes to the music, especially when it comes to a community, and that's it. Working more together, all right? So we talked about all that, you know. Now, we talked about coming to America. I don't know. I know some of y'all just jumped in the live. How many of y'all are excited about this? And how many? Man, I used to know the entire movie. That's why I know I could be an actor, because I learned the entire movie from front to back, man. The words, everything, man. The expressions, all that. That's the type of childhood I had. You know, just being creative, man. Imagining I was an actor. So Coming to America sequel's coming soon. I gotta talk to you about this. I'm excited about Power, but most of all, I'm excited about Power's prequel. The prequel, since we're talking about sequels and movies, and you know, because Power to me is like a movie. It's an ongoing movie. It's not really a series. It's an ongoing movie. Yes, it's a series by definition, but it's an ongoing movie. But they're coming out with the prequel to Power. Basically, the story of Breeze, Ghost, Kanan, and all that on the rise to power. You know, when there was, I guess, teenagers, maybe high school, they're going to start. Because, you know, most of the storyline you hear in Power is like around high school. Ghost met Angela. So I guess Angela might just stay alive. You know, she might, you know, be on the show. So, so we'll see, man. I can't wait for that. So it's going to be on Stars, of course. I'm hoping this year it will be released this year, you know, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. But shouts to 50 Cent, shouts to Stars, shouts to all the actors and everybody on Power. They're doing real good, man, and I'm happy for them. Happy for, you know, especially happy for Ghost, man, and Notori. They both came a long way as actors. And, you know, this is their big break, especially Notori, man. You know, she was a singer, you know, part of 3LW. That didn't go well. And, you know, these are like the stories I love to hear, you know, people that they failed and they come back, you know, the Joe Buttons and stuff like that. But yeah, now as we're talking about music, I definitely got to talk about this perfect segue, man. My dog, my girl, my like one of my favorite female artists of all time. I respect this woman 100. She has to be the greatest female writer. Has to be. I mean, I know you can tell by the caption, okay, or by the actual title of the video. But she has to be the greatest female songwriter of all time. And especially to accomplish this solidified it. And I thought that myself as always. But Missy Elliot is officially nominated into the Songwriter Hall of Fame, all right? And she was the first female inducted into the Songwriter Hall of Fame. You see, I ain't got no bombs. I ain't got no gunshots. I don't have no type of noise, no alarm, no horn right now for you, Missy. See, Missy, you maybe gonna be creative. You gonna make me go creative just for you, because, you know, Missy, you was creative, man. And it would be disrespectful if I don't really have a bomb or something to drop right now for you. and you about to make me just go search on YouTube and look for the a bomb. You know what I'm saying? For real, you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? So shouts to Missy. I'm going to actually pull up the article while I pull up the bomb, but we gonna make some noise for Missy Elliot. You know, that's a queen right there. Okay, she's the first female rapper. My bad. I'm fucking up already. Hey, we all allowed to fuck up, right? But okay, so Missy Elliot is the first female hip-hop artist inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Gotta love Missy, man. Hold up. Bless me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm fixing this real quick so you guys can actually see the article, because I want you guys to see the article. All right. All right. So yeah. So we talk about Missy, right? And look at this, man. MP3, MP3 sound effect. I need a bomb sound effect, man. I'm having trouble right now because of okay, we're gonna read the article while I pull it up. Okay, I know you guys see me searching and everything. You guys are welcome to my desktop, man. All right. Okay, so we go. Meet Missy Elliot, the first female hip hop artist inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. All right. For over 20 years, Missy Elliot has been one of the most influential artists of this generation, and not so secret sauce behind hits from 702, Beyonce, Janet, and countless others. Aaliyah, okay, Aaliyah. And after being announced as nominee in November, the Portsmouth, Virginia native has officially been inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She joins the group that includes TLC, along with architect Dallas Austin, who, of course, is credited for Monica, TLC, and I guess, you know, a few other people, man. But hey, we talk about Missy right now, right? Missy got up in there, man. That's what's up. First female hip hop artist. This is history right here. And somebody congratulated her. Who, I don't know who that. It says, I want to congratulate all the amazing songwriters who have been inducted. All right, this is her. She tweeted. Also, who were nominated because their body of work is amazing. I am so humbly grateful to now be inducted also. I love you all. That's what's up, man. She's been hiding for a little bit. You know, Missy's out there, but, you know, she's getting older. But she had an actual video, and I'm going to show you this video, okay? That's why I respect Missy. She had a video where she was, one second here. Okay, I'm looking for the video. Missy on Breakfast Club. Missy. She was on Breakfast Club, right? And she said some profound things, man. Alright. And it's for this generation. Cause y'all be getting wild, man. Y'all out of control. This generation, I don't even call them artists. I call them cloutists. All of them chasing clout. They're not chasing making better music. I'm going to tell you one individual I respect a lot is Kodak Black. Okay, I respect Kodak because Kodak shows his growth. He's also showing he's growing as a person. You know, leaving certain things behind, leaving certain things alone. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all are cloutists, man, and y'all not chasing to be better at the music. Y'all just chasing to make more money. See, that's where the culture gets fucked up. Because if you're just chasing the bag, you're not chasing making better music so the bag can come as a plus because you make great music, i.e. Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Snoop Dogg, Kanye West, Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. And I'm going to keep saying his name again, Michael Jackson. And unfortunately, the guy that's being talked about all over the news, R.Kelly. As crazy as it is, the man is very talented, and that's what happened. He chased making better music and other stuff too. But he chased making better music, and it bought him the riches, and it bought him all the power that he needed to do all the foul shit that he was able to do. Okay? So this generation, y'all a bunch of clouders. Not all of y'all, but y'all just chasing clout. You know, doing stunts on social media, even stunts on, like, even not even just stunts. Y'all staging shit. Like, this is wrestling, WWE, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. You know, like, come on, man. You know, but that's what it is. So Missy Elliot, like I said, right? Okay, there we go. Missy Elliot on Breakfast Club. I don't want to have the long version, man. I want to get you guys the shorter version, because I know I know they be having these the full interview. Missy Elliot and Timbaland promote on the Breakfast Club. Let me see. You know, sometimes what they be doing on YouTube is what I like. They'll have like the actual comments in the comments. They'll put the timestamp. You know, I hope somebody did that. You know, like put a timestamp. Missy is going in right here, 6:50. Let me see. I might have to play. I might have to just play. Find it, man. Find the. Let me see. I probably can tell based on Missy's face. Let's see. Okay, you guys won't hear the audio, but I'm going to listen to the audio until it gets there. But yeah, you guys won't hear, but I'm listening for it right now. But while I'm finding it, subscribe. Okay, this is the part where they're talking about I think Drake making this song with Aaliyah, or the Aaliyah album. I wasn't with that. That Aaliyah album with Drake, I like, come on, man. That's like somebody making an album with Michael, man. Don't do that. I don't care how much power you got, how much money you got. Don't do that. Michael probably wouldn't even want to do a song with you. Okay, Michael is not an artist to do a song with everybody. I'm checking right now. Missy lost a lot of weight, yo. I don't know, man, but you know, basically, yeah, magazines. Okay, let me get into this right. Let me get into what I think this is where it was at. They talking about people don't read magazines, online stuff. I think this is good to add into the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna be chilling with me today, man. It's a Saturday. You know, I'm not on the plantation. Okay, i.e. the plantation is where you go to work. Okay, so we all on the plantation. If you gotta get a job, you're on the plantation, man. That's where you work. Okay, that's where that concept came from. Work all day. All right. So this is gonna be Timbaland right here and Missy Elliot, and they're talking about some of the things that's very important. But before I even move on, make sure y'all subscribe. And I want to give a shout out to Missy Elliot again. Yo, well deserved. Like people like Missy Elliot are what we need in the game. You know, that respect their elders and respect the people before them. But let me play this video right quick. he not lying. A lot of DJs today, they cannot play. Okay, let me retract that. They can play. They can press the play button, but they do not know how to DJ. They do not know how to move that crowd. They do not understand the art of just simple things like beats per minute, BPM. Okay, and I'm not no DJ. I could be a DJ if I wanted because I understand music on that level, but like some of y'all not. I just can't scratch. I ain't no scratch, so I'm not gonna do DJ. If I can't scratch, it's like this. If I'm not gonna DJ to scratch, I'm not gonna DJ at all. That's me, you know. Some of y'all are DJ just to do it, but if I'm not gonna pursue the DJ art to scratch along with doing all the dope stuff that they do, like scratching and 2 turntables and all that, I'm just not gonna do it. Well, I'm just gonna be a Spotify playlist person or individual. Just press play on the playlist, let it run through, and just talk to the mic. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you're listening, what is DJing to you? Is DJing where you just have a playlist and you press play and you rock the crowd and then people come to you, make a request, and then you play the song? Or is DJing where you can scratch, know how to master the crowd, move the crowd, know what song to play next? You're not playing a playlist. You're doing it off your straight off energy. You know what I'm saying? Straight off just a performance. Cause that's what I feel like being a DJ is. You gotta perform. All right. Let them continue.
In the club now. I just think it just all one come all. It's like a buffet line.
Nobody reads magazines anymore. Everybody's online,
You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of those artists
you're right.
breaking like the Chief Keefs and your J. Cole's and your
Wale, Big Sean. But I'm saying like what all like you naming some good ones. Mm-hmm. But when you got so much around it that it's not good, how do you know art? You don't really get to know how good they are. You know what I'm saying? You really don't get to know, so it fit like, God dang. I wish I would have came out in that time and see if you would have stuck through the storm. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, you ain't gonna hear about them. This is it. And think about it. Hit songs used to last a long time now. Now it's like this. You got a 2-month, 3-month window, and you out the door.
Facts. Yes. I said hit songs, and I said hit songs ain't your song ain't got no more than a month nowadays, man. A hit song, it has a nice buzz for a month and a half, and then it's gone. Cause there's so many artists dropping tracks on a daily basis, every day. Daily basis, man. You just go to YouTube and you put in hip-hop rappers, you're gonna have so many, man. So it's like the music pool is so huge right now, and the chances of a song lasting long enough for like it used to last back in the days. I'm talking about back in the days. That's why they like music money back in the days. If the outcome of the way sales were then would be today, with the additional ways of making income from YouTube, Spotify, and all of that, if they had that, these guys would be rich as hell. Everybody would be damn near rich in the game. But unfortunately, it's not. But because back in those days, a hit song used to last almost 2 years. Almost a year and a half, because they'll create a remix. Shout outs to Diddy. Diddy will come out with a remix. The first song will last at least 6 to 8 months, and then Diddy will come out with a remix, and that'll last about 2-3 months. And, the music was different, man. Period. The music was different. Not the industry. The music was way different than it is in these times than it is then. So, yeah, man. Let me let them continue, and then we're gonna get to
it. Nobody song play.
We're gonna talk about it.
And I think it's because they don't understand. They treated some people. I think treated the game like the hustle like they still on the corner. You know what I'm saying? You got to re-up. But when your product's so good, you can make people wait, and they're gonna appreciate it better. Cause you can't have something that's so good you got that overdose.
I think sometimes when you wait too long, you become irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't know if
and these
people
kids don't care about you anymore. It's not that time where you can wait and people will wait for you. Now it's like,
see, I think
move too fast.
I think that's wrong.
But that's why I think we're artists like.
No, that's the trick. If you fall for that trick, if they rock with you, they rock with you. Now you might lose some, but who rock with you? Rock with you.
Then you got to reinvent yourself, which is
fine.
Jay-Z, he ain't changed nothing.
But Jay-Z ain't stopped. Jay-Z been doing stuff for the last 20 years.
No, but he stopped. He take a 3-year break. He take a 4-year. When the last time he put a Jay-Z album out?
He's still on the road.
That's the point.
He's still out there
doing
performing.
What? Songs that was in the 90s.
And he's still doing. And you
know why?
You know what Jay got?
You know why? Because the songs are hits.
A wife named Beyonce that's still out there that he's riding with. He's where you see Jay all the time.
You're losing us, Andy.
You look at.
Wait. Okay.
It's real.
Well, Missy, let's talk to Missy about that.
He got the 40-40. He's always in the limelight. It's not just music.
All right, but Envy, let's talk to Missy for a second about that, because you did take a 7-year hiatus. Now, what do you feel like you need to do right now? Do you feel like you have to reinvent yourself? Do you feel the pressure's on? Do you feel like your fans are there?
On. I mean, the fans are most definitely there. Like, soon as we put out the snippet of 9th Inning, they were right on it. Like, I had artists tweeting me, I had fans tweeting me, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm in, like, you know how you've been locked up and you come out and everybody got the slim phones, but when you was out last time you was out, you had the big phone that was connected to your waist or the beeper. That's how it is for me, because 7 years ago it used to didn't be that long, with kind of, but now, yeah, that's like eternity. The way this new generation is, they have a short attention span.
Now, Missy, has Sierra hit you up at all to work on her new stuff?
I haven't worked on her new album, but actually, she came through yesterday to the house, and I think we plan on doing Black Girls Rock.
Charlamagne, don't start.
No, I'm just saying, I just want to give Missy some advice.
Go, boy, don't start.
You've had a 7-year hiatus. When you come back, you don't want to.
And I've watched her perform, and I think she's a great performer.
She is a great performer. I think at this point, I think the label is running her career and picking.
She's like, if she wasn't around.
I'm trying to find it where Missy Elliot said this, man.
That's extremely hard. That's not something, it's not about how quick you build a house. It's how long that house can stand. And so we have to be careful what we teach, the generation about, because it was a time when I came up when if you've been in the game for 10 years strong, you was a legend, not you're irrelevant. And I never looked at James Brown like you're irrelevant when Michael Jackson.
That is very, very true. This generation, out of line with the disrespect, but
came along. I never looked at Tina Turner like you don't mean nothing because Beyonce is here. Like, these people have built a foundation, and not just people of my era, but people of the era before me. The Lights, the Latifahs, the Salt and Peppers, the Roxanne Shantays. So it's just, we just have to respect each other, and then be helpful to the ones that's coming, so we can teach them, because what will happen is they will get to a place where they're 10 years, if God willing, they'll get to a place where they're 10, 15 years in the game, and you don't want the next person behind you to come and discredit any of your accolades.
Right.
And I'm sorry if I'm
see, the problem is
it's because
it goes to Dr. Frances Cress Welsing and also Dr. Joy Leary DeGruy, who wrote Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. They talk about having, post-traumatic stress disorder creates the sense of feeling like you have a short life. You're not gonna live long. A lot of these rappers, like a friend of mine named Matt Genius, he's a psychologist, and he specializes in, talking to rappers, because he feels rappers are the most mentally ill, because they talk about the worst, type of stuff, from degrading the women to, the women degrading themselves and degrading men, vice versa, whatever. So it makes a lot of sense. But let Missy continue, and then I'll give my opinion, because I don't want the video to be too long.
We work very hard, and I see so many people work hard, and I want to bring everybody together.
You know what the problem I think is, and we talk about this a lot, I think a lot of the older artists at times get bitter. And I think a lot of times they're bitter over the money that they see these younger artists making, and they look at it as they paved the way for these younger artists.
The money was different.
Yeah, they were getting, you know, $500 a show compared to an artist that just came out and is getting $20,000. You look at, you know, Stevie J. Somebody just told me he got $27,000 last week or $17,000 to host a show. You know what I mean? So you look at that, and you're a rapper, and you helped build this. And you look at it like, damn, I'm broke.
You know, I fall victim to that too, though. Like, I'll look at a lot of the legends and be like, oh, they're cold out here. Then I'll see it behind the music and be like, damn, you forget all the work they put in. But you have to respect that.
I was telling somebody, I was like, yo, man.
It's all about respect from jump. That's all it is, you know. So as I was saying, with the short lifespan, a lot of these rappers may feel like they're not gonna live long enough or be in the game long enough for people to even respect them on that level. They already see a lot of our legends, you know, a lot of rappers get there, they don't make it, they, you know, so they feel like, okay, I'm just gonna be here for a little short time. And that's why a lot of them probably, you know, are abusing drugs the way they are, you know, and a lot of them passed away because of that. So let Timberland and Missy continue.
When Missy just said something like Tina Turner and all them, like, you know, we never said that. We never, I'm trying to think, we know it, we never said, even when our era nobody was cold. We never said that. That word didn't even exist even in the 90s. If Destiny Child was gone for 5 years, you just waited till they put out another album. You were just, I can't wait till they come out. There's no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling you back to the point when I said real artists don't have to move with the times. The times move with you. You know what I'm saying? You are the times. You know what I'm saying? Because she said me, like, when she come out, it's gonna be like, people are gonna be like, hip hip hooray, like she never left. But that because she left, what she did incredible. We did incredible music. So it was something to remember. So when you go back, you're like, man, they did. Ooh, they did work.
I can appreciate what Charlamagne just did. He said, you know, I've done that before, you know, and said that. And if people can say that, it'll make things a lot like it, because we have to be examples. Right. And if we know that it's wrong, then why do we continue to just say that this is what people doing and this is right? No, it's not right. Like, let's take a stand and try to be teachers.
It sounds good if we really do it. I look at a lot of our artists, right? And I look at a lot of the pop artists and a lot of the white artists, country artists. They support each other.
Right.
Right? But you look at a lot of the black artists, most of them is broke. They done made millions of dollars, and then you look at IRS, owe $6 million. You know, you look at R.Kelly, owe this amount. You look at this comedian. That's our job. That's what we do. You know what I mean? We don't have people in places to look out for us. You know what I mean? The first thing an artist does, they get $100,000, they want to buy a car, they back to broke. Now they owe the label all that money, and everything that they recoup goes back to the label.
Right.
Hey, I want to hear Missy talk. Listen. What's the one thing you hate about this era? Like, really can't stand, like, despise?
Where's the diversity? Like, you used to could tell the difference between you know, heavy
facts. Before she even jump into it, facts, man. This generation, the variety is like, everybody is vanilla ice cream with just a little bit of different, I guess one has sprinkled, this one has walnut, this one has almonds, you know, but all of them vanilla ice cream.
BD and Rakim, or Public Enemy didn't sound like Kwame, or, you know, and not even, I might be going back too far, but I'm just saying, like, I can't tell the difference sometimes. I'll be like, who that? And it, you know, and it was just more diverse. The hustle is most definitely different because, you know, we used to have to really get out. If we had Twitter back then, we'd be at like 90 billion.
It was a lot more legwork back then than it is now. Now you can just get online, release some stuff, you know, send it to the blogs. You don't really have to go out and see people.
Yeah, and it felt like a family. I was just telling Mona how, you know, Violator, we used to be like a unit, and we used to go to the clubs, and you had the street teams outside putting the posters up, getting tickets from posters being all up. It just felt, you know, different.
I just think that, you know, I was talking to a couple producers, you know, that I like.
It's because everything going digital, man. And that's what's also causing the disconnect from the songs lasting even longer as well. Because back in the days, people connected more than they do now. Even though it's crazy that you're more connected because of social media, you know, because you have access to more people, or people have more access to you as well. But the thing I'm trying to prove is that there's the connection artists used to have with fans back then is different than they have now. That's it.
You know, they always come to me like some OG kind of like, and I said, I think I was talking to Mike Will, which I really like a lot. I like Mike a lot, and I was telling Mike, the problem is, man, the problem with everybody doing today, everybody rely on the 808. And they play it so loud that you don't hear what's underneath of that. Right. So if I play, if I can hear a drum machine right now, and she hit the 808 and the rapper came in like that, started like, well, yeah, that joint's hard. And you be like, are you serious? And then it'd be like the same pattern. So it'd be like almost like a karaoke bar. Like, okay, it's like everybody in line, wait, I got that part. Now
he says
everlasting.
He said like a karaoke bar, like everybody's just. That makes a lot of sense. Everybody's pretty much is just karaoke rappers because they're following the same pattern or same flow and delivery. They're not really trying to change it, you know, and etc.
Because when we went to the club recently, right, I was like, can they cut? Can they just turn something else without an 808 drum? Because they sound like these speakers are, and everybody seems like they mix it the same way where it don't sound clear. And I'm like, wow, that sounds like the old school 15 in the back of the trunk. And I'm like, yo, when do people start to notice that this is the same beat? Every 4 to 5 years, the world changes. And it's that time for change. You can feel it. It's like elections. It's just like that. Why you think they pick every 4 years? It's a reason for that, because they know the world gets tired after 5 years. And if you can make it past 5, what you do, you are considered to be a legend, like a blessing. You could be hot, but what happens when you get cold? Can you get back up? Right. Like, I think that's the true test of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do? Do you hoard yourself out? Do you do all these crazy things unknown to man? Do you go into drugs? What do you do? I think some people gotta go through, and the time is now, because people gonna see it going around January. They're gonna see like people, because you can tell it's written all over y'all faces. It's like, okay, I don't rock with this too long. I need something new. Or else I'm gonna have to walk out this job. It's like it's written all over y'all faces. Y'all like, if we hear one more of this, I'm done.
And behind the scene, most people feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know, we just come, you know, a lot of people just sit there and take it, but most people feel like that. Like, oh my goodness, what in the world? I'm sick of hearing this, or I'm sick of hearing that. But we finna change it anyway. Right. So just in case, you know.
It's gonna be changed, don't worry about it. But hey, I'm gonna pause it right here. If you want to watch the entire video, you can actually go on YouTube, type in Missy Elliot, Timberland, Breakfast Club interview, and you'll find it. And you know, a lot of great things were said there, very important things. This generation, everything's microwave. I mean, everything's microwave. Relationships, the music, the food, the government. So everything's microwave. Almost even the clothes. Everything's just coming back. You know? But that's pretty much it with Missy, man. Shouts to Missy, man. Big time, man. Shouts to Missy Elliot, man. Make sure y'all go to her page on Twitter and or wherever your platform of your choice, and congratulate Missy, man. That's big. First female rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, right? So we spoke about coming to America. We spoke about Missy Elliott. We also spoke about the government shutdown, right? And as we're still talking about music, let's get into Lady Gaga, right, and Christina Aguilera are apologizing and denouncing the song with R.Kelly that they did. I think they did the song together. Let me pull it up, man, because I want you guys to know that it's a real story. Christina Aguilera. And I feel like all these stars, except Lady Gaga, you know, Lady Gaga is like the stream queen, man. She get all the streams, man. She has the record for a lot of streams in particular days and all that. So, but Christina Aguilera thanks Lady Gaga for doing the right thing by speaking out, okay? And she basically said she supports Christina speaking out against R. Kelly. Now, the song was called "Do What You Want with My Body," okay? Now, a lot of these artists, right? Y'all apologizing, but y'all not gonna give them checks back, okay? Y'all made bread with R. Kelly, and y'all not gonna give them checks back. All that streaming money you probably made from just that song you made with R. Kelly, you're not gonna give them checks back. Okay, so your apology I mean, this is not nothing new. Everybody that's above the age of, I'd say 25, 26, 25, let's say 23, you should know about this. If you should know about this. This has been out, okay, a long time, years. Dave Chappelle has even made skits about it back in the early 2000s. Okay, people made jokes about it for years. The tape was even mass distributed, which I did not know, in the streets, bootlegged. I did not even know that. I've never even seen the tape. Don't even care to see the tape. All I see is images being put on the internet, which they should be taken down. But at the end of the day, I just don't support that. You guys made money off of it, and then now because of a documentary that just popped up off, you know, stuff that's been, you know, known, and most of these ladies are, you know, old enough according to the laws. I don't like the state laws. I don't like the laws where a man can marry a 15-year-old girl based on the consent of the parents. And then just to find out, some states, let me pause this instrument real quick. I'm learning this from a friend of mine's page, because I didn't get a chance to go research this. In certain states, okay, like North Carolina, and I believe it was North Carolina was one of them, I know for sure. There's no age of consent for marriage. Okay, in other states, it's 15. In most states, the legal age to date is 16. Any age, I don't like that. I think it should be 18. You know, adults deal with adults, because we consider 18 to be an adult mind, when in actuality, you're not really a full-fledged adult until you're 25, based on science, new discovery, or not, let's say new, but, you know, based on what science says, your brain is fully developed at 25 years old. Adult brain. So is that when you become an official adult? Okay, so I think 18 and older, that's it. But we have states here that support 15, a no consent marriage age, and they support 16 as the legal age for to date. I even guess to marry as well. Okay. So this is what it is, man. This is America. This is the country we live in. Some of these things I'm not okay with, because as a father of a son with the great hopes of producing a few daughters, I do not want my 17-year-old daughter dating no 30-year-old. Well, I can't really say that, you know, because I don't want my this is hard to deal with. Hey, you gotta be 18 and over. That's it. You can date whoever you want. Okay, as long as they're not my age, you know. But then again, that right there, you can't even control that. So, but that's pretty much it. So as we're talking about the Christina Aguilera and all of that, right? How they've made the decision to get the song removed. We've spoken about Coming to America. We've spoken about Missy Elliot. One more last quick music situation. I'm going to actually segue into what I want to talk about with R.Kelly regarding this, because that's why I kind of skipped it over. Lil Uzi's quit music. That's real quick right there. I like some of his stuff, man. Lil Uzi is an interesting artist. Okay. So as we see, Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, they're not supporting. They want to take it down, and all I say is just give the money back. That's it. Just give it back. Give the bread back. If you really are sorry, take some of the money you've made from it and donate it to charity. And then the other point I wanted to make, I feel like a lot of these celebrities and artists are just saying this so they can be relevant. Because right now, R. Kelly is all over. He's on the news. He's on TV. He's all over YouTube. Like almost every YouTube, like I'm talking about it, man. Almost every YouTube video is saying R. Kelly name. The hashtag surviving R. Kelly's been used so many times. R. Kelly's been used so many times. His music stream has gone up. They're hating on him because it went up and they took it down. I mean, just leave the music up, man. At least that. Just leave the music up, you know. But as far as like having tours and booking them for events and stuff like that, that shouldn't even be happening. That should have been stopped a long time ago. Okay, a long time. Okay. But I want to share a video where Iyanla, okay, Vanzant, okay, she basically gives her thoughts on this R. Kelly thing, and I want you guys to watch this. She pretty much gives the same exact thought that I felt. I mean, my thoughts. She basically, you know, it's like my thoughts plus, you know, I dig deep into slavery and, you know, how slave masters or slave holders used to force slaves to sleep, 13-year-old slaves, women and men, vice versa, whatever, flip-flop. You know, it could be men or women, or a child, 13 years old, sleeping with a 40-year-old to produce children so they can actually have their breeding farm in production, in line with production, okay? But let me play this video from Iyanla. Her show actually debuts today or tomorrow. It's on OWN. You can watch it. It's a dope show. Love her show, man. I watch it sometimes whenever I get a chance. But here we go.
And I have more heat on the people who enabled her. And unfortunately, so I know what to pray for. I got to know what's going on so I know what to ask for. So I don't look at it as a reality. I don't look at it as the course or direction of my life. I look at it at, okay, this needs to be healed. That needs to be healed. This is what we need to be doing. Because otherwise I'd just be praying in a vacuum, you know. So that's how I look at it.
That's how you look at it. Prayer is important. Obviously, we all been talking about surviving R. Kelly. You know, did you watch that at all?
I watched 1 and 2. I wasn't aware because I don't watch TV. I mean, I don't watch the news. I wasn't aware that it was an epic thing going on, 5 and 6 parts of it. You know, and I have a very different take. And unfortunately, in the world today, you know, it's sometimes challenging to share a different perspective because people are so mean and wicked and they attack you and come at. I don't want that energy coming at me. You know what I mean? And that don't have nothing to do with the president or white people or eating pork. Yeah. We just mean.
People just mean.
You know? But I in no way condone, support, sign on to what happened. But I'm looking at the entire picture.
Talk about
it. You know, when the doctor sees you shot in the belly, he can't say, oh, who shot you? Why'd they shoot you like this? You know, he just has to go in and fix the wound. So I look at it and I say, number one, he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
He's sick.
Right.
And I have more heat on the people who enabled him than I do on him.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who gave the notes to the young high school girls.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who sat around the studio knowing there was a bedroom in the middle of the recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who knew those girls were in there. The ones who didn't care enough about him to hire a tutor to teach him how to read.
Mm-hmm.
I have an
Facts,
issue with
man.
that.
Facts right there. All that money R. Kelly made, none of y'all really cared to like teach him how to read, man. And I feel like that right there would have been one of the most important things to R. Kelly that probably would have shifted his mind and his mindset on, you know, the youth, you know, his mindset on dating teenage girls and also his future as far as like his business endeavors, because R. Kelly made a lot of money. Too much money.
Yeah.
As well as with what he did, as well as with what was done to him.
Mm-hmm.
But in a bigger scheme, to me, I want you to know this is going on every single day.
Absolutely.
And
See what she said? Every day. Now, I'm not here to talk about any other race or community. I'm here to talk about the black community. This is going on every day. Let her continue.
Single city around this country. Are we only concerned because it was R. Kelly? Right now, some mama's boyfriend is diddling some little girl.
Yeah.
Or some freaky deaky is diddling a little boy in his care. So we have to look at R. Kelly and we have to understand that it is a symptom of a larger problem.
Yes.
Which is that we don't honor, value, and protect.
And that is real truth. We just can't omit that. We just can't be like he was not a child at one point and he was abused and turned into some. It was not he was born this way, you know. Some of the things that happened to R. Kelly made him into this person, and we just can't be like, oh, he's a monster at the age of 52, and forget that the symptoms, the root of the problem, must be dealt with, and if it's not dealt with, it will continue, not just with R. Kelly, but with the many homes that is going on today, right now at this moment.
Our children, and that when we don't do our healing work personally and individually or in our community, it passes on from one generation to another.
Okay.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But do we care that it's Shamika in the projects? Or, you know, Katina or Bruce in the valley of Mississippi? Do we care about that? Or do we just care because it was R. Kelly?
We care about all. Well, here, and one of the things we wanted to do here is, to your point, speak to the even broader issue of what's going on in the community.
Yes.
We had Dr. Stephen Perry come up on the show last week and reveal for the first time in his life that he was molested as a child, and he's 49 years old.
Yeah.
And I asked him, what took you this long? Why did you feel like you couldn't do it? And he expressed he didn't feel like he was in I'm paraphrasing, a safe environment to do it, and how people will react.
And that's the issue.
Okay.
That our children don't feel safe.
Okay.
That we're so busy tweeting, Twittering, Facebooking, dittoing, Instagramming, periscoping, that we don't.
And what she's saying right there is very important, man. We're not paying attention to the kids, you know, and their feelings and what they really want. We're not sitting there talking to them. I mean, I'm just saying in general as a group of people, and I'm only talking about the black community, okay? A lot of things have grabbed our attention that was never there before when I grew up. You know, my mother, my father didn't have social media that took additional hours away from them on a daily basis, if you understand what I'm saying. So this is the very reason why you got to pay attention to the kids, and she's going to go into it.
don't spend time to talk to our children. And whatever it was in our generation.
Yeah.
You know, in my generation, we were taught you just don't talk your business outside of the house.
So
oh, yeah. That's a staple in the Black
And then in the next generation, it's that you don't talk bad about big people. And now in this generation, nobody has time to listen. So that's the issue.
That's the issue. Are we... You know, we put it all on the table when we talk about it, you know, because I had to reflect on it in my involvement, you know, my participation in being with companies that support music of a R.Kelly or someone who has these type of things in the past. And some of us feel guilty about that, not realizing that were we enabling this? Were we fueling this mentality? Were we fueling this behavior? What would you say to the entertainment industry?
It's not about guilt. It's about how you're going to handle it next time.
Next time.
Okay? Because taking his music off the market or picketing and shouting and all of that, it's not going to heal those women. Nor
that is the reason why I said, why remove the music? You know? And most of them like the music anyways. They're still dancing to it, playing it. I.e., Drea Kelly, she's all over, you know. So, the music, keep the music, man. There's nothing wrong with it, man. A lot of people make money off that music too. So it feeds homes and it feeds people. All right.
It's gonna heal him,
right?
We already know our prison system is not about redemption or rehabilitation. So locking him up is gonna do what? For the people he hurt and harmed. I say I would really like to have an in-depth, deep conversation with him and support him into going into that level of consciousness, hearing what he experienced, hearing what he went through, look at who was involved, so that we can then come out with a prototype or a curriculum that will support other people in not doing what was done to him that led him to do what he did. To me, that would be more valuable. But then I'm weird. Pay me no mind.
Oh, no, not at all.
Hey, Iyanla, you're the truth, okay? You're not speaking anything wrong. We need to start paying attention to these kids. And also, what happens in the black community a lot, we tend to overlook the side of the men being molested. Is it because that, okay, you're a man, you're supposed to stand up and be strong, you're not supposed to cry, you're not supposed to be soft or weak? So maybe that's why they feel like, oh, you've been molested by a woman, or you're fine, you'll be okay. You're a man, you have testosterone, you're supposed to get over this because you were brought here to protect and fight and etc. But at that time when it happened to R. Kelly, he was not a man. He was a child. Okay, he was young, 10 years old, 9 years old, to be sexually abused by your own sister for consecutive years. You have to understand how damaging that was to R. Kelly. And we in the black community cannot overlook women touching young boys because it happens. It might happen just as much as it happens to girls, but it's just that boys don't report it because the men don't report it. They keep it with them until they die, until their late ages, and they tell somebody, because it is something that, just like a man's not supposed to cry, or a man's not supposed to all of the, the stereotype and double standards. But I feel like at that time, and when most of these things happen, they're not men. That's the key thing you need to understand. They're children. They're boys, little boys, and they're being sexually abused, and then they grow up into men with this mindset of a sexually abused person, and also this plague of thoughts in their mind about what sex is and what it is, and then they grow into becoming whatever it is that the plague takes over, okay? But let me let Iyanla continue. I'm not the psychologist, but yo, I read a lot.
Hold on. Well, maybe that's something. See, Iyanla Fix My Life Season 6 premieres this Saturday, January 12th.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. On. But maybe season 7, you could sit down with R.Kelly.
You know what? Let me just be in full disclosure.
Yeah.
He came to us. He approached us.
Did he?
Yeah. Before this thing came out. In the summer. He doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't have the capacity to go through the process. And it would be exploitive and unloving to try to force him to see what he can't see, hear what he can't hear, understand what he just doesn't understand. He doesn't have the capacity. He's sick. That's what I'm saying to you. He's not well. You know, not to the degree on the same continuum as a Dr. Bill Cosby, who really wasn't well. We think he should have known better because he had money and he was famous. But there's a sickness. There's a sickness there.
How do you determine if a person had, like, what are your indicators if a person has the capacity or not to go through the process?
Certain questions that we ask
it would be hard for her to actually go through the process with R. Kelly because R. Kelly's, illiteracy. He's not really up there consciously, man. Real talk. You could tell by just the interviews and everything. But a genius when he writes the music. You wouldn't believe that the person that wrote I Believe I Can Fly cannot write and read. You think the person that wrote that is like the smartest human being alive.
Application and our intake process is extensive.
Okay.
And the one thing is you have to be able to clearly voice, articulate, write, say, what it is that you want.
Okay.
What is your vision? What is your intention? And if a guest can't say that, they can't make it to our set because there's nothing for me to do. You don't come to me for me to tell you. You come to me so that I can support you in getting what you say you want. And what I do is remove the barriers and the obstacles between you and it. That's what I do.
Okay.
And then it's up to you to take the next steps. So if a guest doesn't have the willingness, the readiness, or the capacity to take the steps, putting them in front of a camera is not going to serve anybody.
Iyanla Vanzant, ladies and gentlemen.
So you're not saying that they're unable to be unhealed. It's just that it has to be done in another way.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I don't want to prostitute people's pain.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people write me and they want to come.
Yo, when she said that, I felt that, man. She really meant it. I don't want to prostitute people's pain. I hope a lot of y'all people out there in this world heard this, listens to this, man. Whoever's listening to this, man. I mean, I'm going overboard with some stuff I'm saying, but I hope who's ever listening to this take the words that she just said. Don't go prostituting people's pain, okay? Whether it's for your own gain, to actually go get attention or an etc., okay?
On and stuff, but they can't articulate a clear vision. He couldn't articulate a clear vision. He said, I want to know how to, well, I can't tell you what he said because that's a violation of confidence, but anyway. What I want you to say. So all you people tweeting me and Facebooking me and emailing me, go help R. Kelly, he got to be available. He has to want it. He didn't ask me to help for help. He did, but he doesn't have the capacity to do it the way I do it.
Yeah,
doesn't have because it also. And he has to want it. Every guest on Fix My Life, they have an issue, a challenge, they articulate a vision. But my criteria is, how is this going to help the people watching?
Right.
You're going to get the help, but how is it going to help the people watching? Because you don't just want to sit there and look at, this thing if you can't apply it to your life.
Man, I like this right here. Tracy, go
bigger picture, man.
Bigger picture.
I appreciate you so much, Iyanla. So I'm wondering, obviously, you're the precursor before Fix My Life, but when you're in a cloudy state, when your mental forecast, spiritual forecast is just like rainy, who are the people that you reach out to? Who essentially fixes your life in a sense?
Well, my life don't ever get broken because I understand that everything is purposeful. I also understand that I am creating it moment by moment by moment. So if it's in my head, my heart, my soul, my bed, my kitchen, my wallet, I've created it. So I go back and look at, okay, what am I learning here? And it just, that's just wisdom. Once you lose your armpit hair, you get wise.
sure what that means.
You know, once the hair fall out your armpits and other places on your body, wisdom sets in.
Damn, is that what happened?
Yes. So don't be afraid of losing armpit hair and other places hair that
my
go
knuckle
bald.
hair been falling
Things
off.
to look forward to.
Right.
Okay.
Once you get things to look forward to, baldness in the private places.
I don't know where this conversation just went, but we're going to open up the phone lines. 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
No. Your behavior diminishes your message. You can't do what I do because I tell the truth. And I show up on time. And I'm where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there.
And so
when somebody dishonors me, I don't let it go on 55 times. I call it right then.
Well, the crew don't tell the truth as to why.
This ain't about the crew.
Yes, it is.
This ain't about the crew. This is about the spirit of chaos and confusion.
That's exactly what it is.
Attached to the Braxton family values.
Iyanla Vanzant is here, man. Fix My Life season 6 premieres Saturday, January 12th. That was
rough.
That was a rough episode with the Braxton family, but it was amazing at the same time to see all of that.
You know, I
take your time with it.
You know, I love people. I love what I do, and I'm humbled and grateful for the opportunity to be in service to the world in this way. And the thing that I work with myself on is, Iyanla, it ain't gonna look like everything else, and it ain't gonna always be pretty. It's not always gonna be nice, because we be nice to each other and watch each other kill ourselves, like this whole R.Kelly thing. People didn't want to hurt his feelings, didn't want to upset him, didn't want to lose a paycheck, so they let the craziness go on. And I think sometimes I just kind of have to channel the energy of the grandmothers and lay it out. But then I'm left to face it. I'm like, ooh. I don't know how I could have said that any nicer. I don't know in that moment. So I'll just live with it.
Was that a success? Well,
I'm gonna pretty much stop the video right there because we don't need any more to watch anymore. But if you want to continue watching the video, you can actually just type it in, Iyanla Vanzant on Sway in the morning, or just go to Sway's Universe. There we go. Just go to Sway's Universe, our YouTube channel, and it's right there. You'll be able to watch it. All right. Iyanla said a lot of good things there, man. A lot of good things, a lot of important things, and well, long overdue, man. I wish she could do something with R.Kelly, man. Like have a conversation with him, so we can hear the details. And I know she don't wanna, prostitute his pain, but we need to listen to somebody like R.Kelly's pain because he's not the only musician with this particular problem. There's a lot more out there with that problem, not just the abuse part, but also the hypersexual, hypersexualized, a lot, and I'm happy she actually got a chance to share her point of view. Because I kind of feel the same way. A lot of the people that's around him were worse than he was because they was enabling it. And that's about it, man. That's all you can really say. When it comes to something like that, I don't want to spend too much time on it. But let me see. That's pretty much it for the show right here. No lie. The show's pretty much done. I was looking at my notes to see what episodes I have left. The only thing that I really have left, I just want to say happy birthday to Khalid Muhammad. Okay, Khalid Muhammad is definitely a great individual. Passed away, I think, in 2001. So definitely rest in peace and happy birthday to Khalid Muhammad. And then we also have today was the Black Caucus. The National Black Caucus was created today. And what else? Okay, that's about it, really, I think. So other than that, man, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. And whoever has tuned in, I do appreciate your time. And also, be sure to follow me on social media, okay? Follow me on Facebook, The Sage Experience Show. Follow me on Follow Sage on Instagram. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, share, like, comment. Also go to my Facebook page, share, like, comment, and I upload different types of content there as well, like articles and everything else. And you can check my story out as well. I'm just waiting to get these subscribers up so I can actually start making my YouTube more interactive and start posting, you know, articles, whatever, and stuff like that. I'm just happy things are getting together, man. I do appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm excited about the show. The show is going to be every Tuesday and Thursday from now on. Every Tuesday and Thursday, live on YouTube. Post upload on Facebook. We will have the Sage Experience Show. It'll be from 10 p.m. From 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be dope, man. Different segments, all types of stuff. All right. I don't have any interviews lined up as of now, but I will have interviews lined up. Other than that, man, I want to tell y'all, always starve your distractions and feed your focus. Okay, always, and always remember this: killing time kills success. So stop killing time with people that don't care about you, that don't support you, and most of all, that don't love you, alright? It's your boy Sage. I'm signing off, man. I do appreciate y'all time, man. Everybody have a blessed day. Shit.
Up to the skies and see.